How many American households actually have $1 million in their retirement accounts? All right, so quiz time, my friends. I'll tell you the answer after this, but so quiz time. So let's do this. We're going to have 4 options. I want you in the comments to put a number between 1 and 4. If you think more than 25% of American households have $1 million in their retirement accounts, put a number 1 in the comments. All right, so just go down there, put a number 1. If you think between, let's say 15 and 25% of American households have more than $1 million, put a number 2. All right, so again, 25% or more is put a number 1. 15 to 25% is a number 2. Between 5 and 15% would be a number tres. That's 3 for you non-Spanish speakers like your old buddy Josh. Okay, amigos? So we have 5 and 15% of American households have over $1 million. Put a number 3. Less than 5%, put a number cuatro. All right, so again, less than 5% is put a number 4. 5 to 15% of American households have over $1 million. Put a number 3. 15 to 25%, put a number 2. And over 25%, put a number 1. All right, and we'll tell you the answer here. It's from EBRI. Let's see. You're not alone if your retirement account balances are far from the $1 million mark. In fact, I did a video I just reposted. I can't remember which channel, saying I don't have $1 million. Far from it in my retirement account. So I have $1 million. I'm not even close, and I'm going to be fine when it comes to retirement, and you will too. Right, let's keep going. Employee Benefit Research Institute, EBRI, estimates that just 3.2% of Americans have $1 million in their retirement accounts. 3.2%, my friends. Are you hearing that? Their estimates are that 3.2% of American households, will say, have $1 million or more in their retirement account. So number 4 would have been correct. If you did not do number 4, don't change it. Just leave it on there. It's okay. Look at this. 0 to 10,000. 58.4% of Americans have between 0 and 10,000. Of course, that makes sense because you got a lot of people just starting out. Like Maddie, she's just starting out. She's 23 years old, so she'll be in the 58.4. Over 1 to 5 million is 3.1%. 1 to 5 million. Between 500 and a million is 4%. I mean, look at that, dude. Between over 500,000 people, only 7.2% have over $500,000 in their retirement accounts. Now, this means some Americans have sources of wealth like brokerage accounts or rental properties that are not included, or businesses that are not included in these figures, or just in real estate too. By the way, I mean, just my goodness, my net worth is significantly in this house right here. So when we sell the house, we'll downsize, take some of those gains, put it in a brokerage account, which is not included in that EBRI thing here. That's what we'll do, and then we won't have a mortgage. So we'll have less property tax, no mortgage to pay, less the cost to heat the house, air condition the house, whole thing. That's the less insurance to pay for. Plus, we'll take some equity out of here. It should be a pretty sizable amount of equity, and we'll be just living large. Woo, Nelly! I hope. We'll see. Let's see. It's important to mention. Oh, we talked about that. So how much should you have saved for retirement? Right? They say a good rule of thumb is to save 15% of your pre-tax income. Where does that come from? Where does that come from? I don't know. Does it have the book up there behind me? I mean, a lot of people can't save 15%. Dude, I can't save 15%. I can't. And so don't kill yourself if you can't. Just save something. Get in the habit of saving something. $50 a month, $200 a month. Just save something and don't spend it. That's why you need to have an investment account, not just a bank, by the way. A bank account, especially like me, in my emergency fund looms. I'm like, I can just take that money out and pay off my credit card. I'm like, I don't want to do that. But if it's my brokerage account, I'm like, dude, I'm not touching it because I have to make a sale. And it's just kind of pain in the ass. It's really not big pain, but it's enough of a pain where I'm like, I'm not going to touch it. That's why annuities, by the way, variable annuities, as much as people hate them, that's why a lot of people accumulate pretty good money in variable annuities because of surrender charges, because people are getting out, in and out. And I was just talking to a guy today, great guy. And he says, ever since I retired, I started looking at my accounts a lot more. I said, yeah, don't do that. He said, how about this fund? This fund hasn't done that well. What do you think? I said, dude, we'll call him Mickey. We'll call him Mick. Tricky Mickey. I said, Mick, you just got to stop, dude. He's got good funds. He's got the Vanguard Dividend Growth Fund, Wellesley, Wellington, Total Stock Market Index Fund, Vanguard Money Market. I said, there's no better mousetrap. Just leave it be. Just because it hasn't done well for the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, well is compared to what? The S&P 500. NVIDIA, you just can't be doing that. Don't do it. So hopefully heed my warning not to be a tracker of this because it doesn't do any good. Let's see. If you save less for retirement than you like, there's no time like the present to get back on track. Yep. Start now is make catch-up contributions. Sign up for employer match. Yeah, you got to sign up for employer matches. And I guess that's it. All right, so there you go. I thought it was pretty interesting that EBRI has that study. Look at that. Less than 7.2%. 7.2% of American households have over $500,000, which means 93% of American households have less than $500,000. And they're retirement accounts. Again, that does not include brokerage, doesn't include rental real estate, doesn't include real estate. However, that's pretty significant. You're going to be okay. And the vast majority of retirees are content. They just are. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. All right, God bless. Love your thoughts.